Now we're
God.
recording. Okay.
Hello and welcome to A Hot Mess of a Conversation, where we
Bum,
talk
bum,
about
bum, bum,
Drake
bum,
all
bum,
day, every
bum.
day.
Da, 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 bum. Sorry, couldn't resist myself.
So we touched on last time that the next episode would be actor based, as opposed to just about the show titles.
I'm trying to figure out how to move the thingy again. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Right click? Yeah, right click.
So, yeah. Today, we shall be talking about our individual list of our top 5 favorite actors that we've seen in these shows so far.
Emphasis on the so far because we do have a lot more to go. So I feel like a necessary disclaimer is that we will inevitably find more people that we are in love with. So, in before anybody can be like, but you don't appreciate so and so, we probably will. We just haven't met them yet.
Another disclaimer: we're American. We're going to butcher these names, and we apologize in advance. There
Yeah.
is nothing we can say to prevent you from how bad we're going to pronounce some of these names. So for
Yeah.
me, I'm just going by their first names or their nicknames, and like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going by nicknames too.
Okay, so one more thing before we get started. We all know Drake Hideki is a god. You see that? That is a god. So since he is so perfect, we decided to not put him on this list because it's too easy to name him number one because he is a god. His face is a religion. You shall worship it. Okay.
He truly is
Is what?
the
A god.
top tier actor of PL dramas, as shown by the fact he is in nearly all of GMMTV's like new
This
shows.
boy is the BTS of Thailand. Don't at me.
Oh
Okay.
god.
So, we're going to do like we did before. Bree's going to say her number 5, then I'll say my number 5. I don't know how Bree has her list, but I have my list in order. So my top 5 list is like number 1 is my all-time favorite actor, and number 5 is still great, obviously, because he's on my list, but still a lower tier. So yeah,
So I tried to do mine in order as well because I know you mentioned that you were forming yours in that order, and I thought it would be less confusing if I got mine in order. Um, but this was a really difficult
it
question
really
for me,
was.
especially as someone indecisive. And also, there's a lot of actors in these shows. We should probably do the puzzle.
Oh,
I'm
girl, I'm
sitting
looking
here
at
just
Drake.
speculating. Like, there's a lot of actors in these shows who might be fantastic actors, but they don't get the same range as, the actor next to them. So that's something I kind of fought with a lot as well. So five was kind of a placeholder for me. Five was kind of a placeholder for me because I had to rein myself in. I had to make a personal rule for myself, which is that I would only pick one actor from each series because I knew otherwise this entire list was just going to be the actors from Until We Meet Again, and that wasn't fair. So that helped me narrow this list down a lot, but also added some other unnecessary complications. So we're working on this, but five for me is actually Tay, who plays Pete in Dark Blue Kiss.
Gorgeous in Dark Blue Kiss.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Honestly,
Yeah.
okay. All jokes aside, he's really like even okay. I find him incredibly hot in some. First of all, just to let you know, we're not just judging this based on looks,
Yeah, no.
but he hot. Like, girl, let's not act like
God,
he
he's
not.
so gorgeous. He's so handsome.
Why would why? But okay, tell me why you picked him though. Oh God, he's so cute.
So I felt like he has really good range as an actor. And
That does not look right.
He
That's great.
delivered the character of Pete so perfectly to me. I mean, he's kind of he's the complete douchebag in some ways, but you don't ever stop rooting for him. Like, he brings that empathy to the table. He does a range of emotions
I
really
feel like to
well.
me that is like, I mean to cut you off, but like the fact that he is a bit of a jerk, but you care about him. Honestly, to me, that's the whole Rachel Green effect from Friends. See, selfish and really just self-absorbed. But Jennifer Aniston made you care about her. Same way he
Yeah,
made me care about Pete.
100%. And like he does that so well. And then going and seeing him later on in I'm Team Me Too, he can do comedic really well. And I just really appreciate that. I appreciate his timing. I appreciate his range. I never once doubted during Dark Blue Kiss that Pete was in love with Cal, even at like their worst moments when they were fighting. Like that scene after they like broke up for a bit, where they run into each other in school. Like I felt that tension there, and like I really appreciate that. And it was interesting for us, especially because we came into Dark Blue Kiss first, as opposed to watching the prequels before it.
And we still
So
haven't gotten there yet either.
we haven't. We've watched clips though. I've watched plenty of clips, I'm not gonna lie.
My
But
computer
it's
just
like,
lagged hard. Sorry.
so it's like having come in with no introduction to these characters and still being sold on them so strongly, I was very impressed by that. But him in particular.
He okay. Dark Blue Kiss. There was so few. Okay, there weren't so few. It's just a lot of the main cast I did not like. I have my dislikes for Cal as a character. I have my. I love Sun and Mork, but honestly, halfway through, they're like I love them, but it just didn't grab me as much as constantly just watching Pete did. And I don't
Yeah.
mean just like he's hot, but like I don't know. Every time he was angry, I couldn't help but to be like I understand, and like he made it seem so real. It wasn't forced acting anger. He just legit just he's so good.
And there's this thing of like, you see him trying so hard. You just see him trying. So it's like, even when like, they're calling him out like, "Hey, this is a complicated situation. You can't be mad." Like you see him kind of working through that process. Like he knows, but he has a right to feel some type of way as well. And so like you really just feel for him.
And boy, I felt for him the whole time. The whole time, I'm like Pete, dump cow. I'm here for you. Tay is like that's his name, right? Tay.
Bruising me. Yes, Tay.
Tay is like you said. He's a great actor, dramatic and comedic at the same time. While I don't get me wrong, I love him in Dark Blue Kiss. I did love him more in Team Me Too.
Always, one of the most memorable scenes in that show for me was when they were trying to differentiate their names. And he's like, "You could call me T." Like, that's always going to be like the most memorable moment, especially when you see the one guy going through his contact list later, and like his name on the contact list is T with like a bunch of E's.
It's such a great show. Such a great actor.
It really is. It's so dumb, but so good.
He's not on my list, but I see why he's on your list.
Who was your number 5?
Number five for me is going to see a bit bias from Bri. She's going to be like, of course you put him there, but JJ, from
Interesting.
Together, and like the thing was, like I love JJ, I do, I will protect him, but I wouldn't have put him on this list if it wasn't for like um My Gear Your Gown. I haven't finished that yet still, but it was like a tie between him and Fiat for me. But I know I haven't seen a lot when it comes to JJ's acting ability, but he is really good. And even though like with the like minuscule roles he was in like Together and Cause You're My Boy,
Mm-hmm.
I he's what is his Z? Oh, upside down. Okay. He has the comedic thing down. He does. Hopefully, as I go into more to watching My Gear Your Gown, I would see like I want to see him be a little bit more dramatic, but comedic is always a big, huge plus for me.
I agree.
This is Frank's name. Is this Frank or is this Drake? Just Drake. No, that's Frank.
White block to me.
Huh? Who? What?
Is there
Oh,
anything written on that piece? I swear that's a white block.
no. That's RAK. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yo, my screen resolution. Okay, anyway, moving on.
I wish there was
I
more to say about JJ, but like I said, I mean, even like the short like scenes I've seen him in when like freaking The Gifted, and I still gotta watch season 2 of that. Like, I really want to see him do more.
it's oh, I think you can ping in this game. It's interesting. While I was trying to figure out my list, he did come to mind, and I had wondered if you would have him on your list. And I remember thinking to myself, like, if you have him on your list, I'm calling you out. That's biased. But then I stopped and considered it, and like I remembered I have actually not watched My Gear Your Gown. I have not seen that, so I have much less to base that on than you do. And I do hear that that is a good series. You know, I hear good stuff. It was a big role, so I can't really argue you on that one. I don't have
Even though
much
he did play a
knowledge.
straight man, but you know what? Straights
I
are fine
don't.
too, I guess.
Oh my god. We'll accept some heteros around here.
Yeah, like Hobo
Oh,
Joe. Anyway.
anyway, oh, that's a whole topic to get into. Um, but yeah, so I can't judge there. I can't judge. I understand.
He's just the actor, though. I feel like I've just reached the surface of everything he has to offer, so I really want to get it. Like, I'm trying to find other things he's been in, or like if he's going to be in something else. Oh my god. We are already so far along in this puzzle compared to last week. Also completely
That's
confused about what the
okay.
hell I'm holding right here. Drake? Is that
His
you? That
forehead,
is not
apparently.
you. That is not it.
Are you sure?
Is it? That means this isn't it. Okay, yeah, this is not it.
Okay.
That's it.
So part of the reason that I say Tay was a placeholder for fifth place is because I kind of argued with myself on whether he should be fifth or fourth. So fifth and fourth kind of overlap to me. My fourth place that I decided on though was actually Perth, who played Ram in My Engineer.
Protect him
Uh,
too.
I very much appreciate that he did so much for a character that says so little. And I think that's what gave him the edge over Tay. Just that he had less material to work on and less time with that character to
Still don't
understand
understand
them.
why he wasn't cast as Meg and Meg as Ram, but continue.
You know, that would have made everyone's life easier on set, but that show had so many casting issues out the gate to begin with that I don't think they were even thinking about that. Um, but yeah, I love what Perth did with Ram. He was a man of very few words, but he was still able to portray emotion
He
wonderfully.
was so expressive without
He
saying anything
was.
at all.
And I think that can also be very difficult for a show that used his character in such a comedic way for a long period. I can't say a long period of time, but you know, for the first, I'd say the first half of the series, he was kind of a background character, kind of the comedy factor. And then that takes a sudden change, when he starts learning things about his father and, the personal problems
Oh,
that
I
he's
forgot
going
about his
through.
father.
And that scene when he shows up to King's place and he starts crying, I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I can't handle this. I didn't sign up for that.
I wanted to beat up
Uh,
his dad for making him cry.
I swear to God. And it's also just little subtle things. King was almost on this list too. Tele was almost on this list himself because that confession scene in the last episode was heavy. But also Perth's handling of it, the little like confused expressions on his face when Tele starts telling him to go away, and like the next morning when he tries to act all casual, like I keep thinking back to that scene when like after King leaves, Ram like looks at the photo that they took on his phone and he has that little like in love smirk on his face and they all look at him like, "Hello?"
He's so cute.
He is really good at acting in subtleties and I appreciate that immensely. So that is why I grappled a lot with him and Tay between 5th and 4th place, but ultimately I gave him 4th.
He, oh my god, he made you, like, everybody, mostly everybody in that show made you root for their characters. King and Ram was the couple that came out of nowhere for me. Like, I was so like, you know, Boss and Meg and the other two main characters. Wow. But like, once King and Ram started to get going, they got going, and I'm like, I need
Yeah.
them to confess.
Yeah. And I don't think we expected to get it in the first season either. I think we were like really preparing ourselves to have like, well, I guess we did have a cliffhanger, but a bigger cliffhanger than what we got. God, that kiss was so good. That
Ooh,
kiss was
kiss.
so good. Ooh, a kiss.
You have to explain that one day. But I completely agree with you when it comes to Perth, which is obvious because we both follow him to death on Instagram.
And
Oh my god, did you see Perth like uploaded this? Oh my god, Perth did this. Oh my god, Perth plays Animal Crossing. Perth, please watch this and join our
we
island. Once we
literally,
fix
for
Meg.
context, we literally spent hours on Animal Crossing decorating our islands just in case he like visited fan islands like he originally wanted to. We were all ready to be like, so this is our island. We've just been casually cleaning up.
I even changed my island's tune to be Welcome to Momoland. Like, I was ready for Perth. I still am ready. I just need to kill some bugs and, like, hopefully Diva's gone by now. Honestly, anybody watching this, if you want Diva on your island, hit me up because I want her gone. Who? What is this? It's a zipper
That's a
piece,
zipper. Yeah.
but like, I don't
I
know.
think
Wait,
it's gotta go there, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, number 4 for me. This is the one that I feel like out of my whole list, Bri is just going to be like, what? And then yell at me because of how much shit I gave him.
Oh
But
no.
I forget his name. Tui Toi Book from Make It Right. I had to put.
Hold on.
No, shut up! Shut up! I
Okay. Say your piece.
I didn't like Book. I didn't like Book. But the reason why I didn't like Book pretty much solidified how good of an actor he is. Okay, I didn't like Book because how he constantly would like shut down and push frame away, and like that annoyed me. But every time he hurt Brie, every time Book got mad or was hurting or shit, he, I didn't like it, but he played the victim really well. He really did. He was great at it. I can say I will always say I don't like Book, but that might just because I want Frame to myself. Now say what you wanted to say to me, Bri, and don't yell too much.
Just God, I wish the world had context for how startling this admission is right now.
In the description below, I'm gonna put a video that we made a while ago of me playing Overwatch while we
Oh
were talking
God,
about it. So
that
people,
full-blown
yeah,
argument that spawned everything that we're doing today.
yeah.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
God, is this zipper right? No, it's not.
That's so funny to me. I've been trying to figure out who you were talking about when you said it would be somebody that I didn't expect. And I'm like going over things in my head. I'm like, it wouldn't be it, it wouldn't be Cow. Like, no, you hated Cow. You didn't hate his actor. And I couldn't think of anyone that it could be. That he didn't even cross my mind. I'm gonna be completely honest.
He fits in
That's
the same
wild to
category
me.
as I have JJ in, though. I would love to see him in something else.
Yeah, I think fandom kind of ruined that chance
I
for
know,
us,
and that's
unfortunately.
so sad.
That's interesting. I mean, I do agree though. I do think he's an excellent actor. I didn't consider him surprisingly. I that he didn't cross my mind, but I understand why he's on your list. Like, granted, I am a diehard defender of Book. I will say that, but bias aside, complete bias aside, I do just genuinely think he delivered his part very well. I mean, we both know what it's like to have like mental health issues. We both are the people who chronically push people away.
And
So
I
it's
know
like,
how it feels like to have somebody do something, you ask them not to, and then it somehow gets released.
yeah. So it's we have aspects that we can relate to him on, and I think that made it easier to understand that he is a talented actor because those are things that can be difficult to portray if you have not been there.
I really wish he was like. I would love to see him in something else.
Would you?
The whole fandom thing, it was completely out of control with his case, and like, and it's like, as much as I love the actor who played Frame, I'm like, great actor, gorgeous man, but yeah, Book had you beat when it came to acting. But just gotta say this, Frame was the perfect boyfriend.
Oh yeah, for sure he was. He had all those poetry in motion lines that you see in all of the like best romantic movies.
That boy was a walking rom com, and I love it. God,
Yeah.
Drake is so cute. Where the heck is his neck? Missing a piece of his neck. Okay, I think I found it.
As long as the piece isn't glitched like last time, because then I'm gonna be real mad.
That's what I wanted to say when we started this. I really hope there's no glitch pieces.
Okay, okay. So what are we on? 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 was a no-brainer for me, except that I couldn't decide if you should be third or second. That seems to be the running theme. I did say I'm very indecisive, so this was very hard for me. But number 3 for me, like I knew immediately he had to be on the list, was Mike. I
I shit you
I
not. That's my number three too. So we can kill two birds with one stone.
That's perfect. That's freaking perfect. He's everything. He's such a natural comedian, first of all. Like I know he hasn't done a whole lot of like range so far in his career. I wouldn't say he hasn't done any at all because
Yeah,
his
he
character in Theory of
Theory of
Love
Love. Yeah.
versus Together were very different. But and even Chan T. they're very different characters. So he has range, but they haven't given him, leading star material to work with yet. But even so, if we're just strictly talking about his comedic acting, he still hits it out of the park better than any other
every
actor
time.
I know. He's just natural. Like, you just feel it so naturally when he acts. He's extremely expressive. His line delivery is always on point. He made so many of my favorite scenes in Together. I can't. I have to give it to him. I have to. He had to be on this list.
There is not one character that man has played that you do not fall in love with.
Yeah,
And
for
Mike's
sure.
charm as an actor just comes through
Radiates.
as his freaking characters. Like
Completely
yeah.
radiates.
Oh, I
That
found you here,
man could have
sweetie.
chemistry with a tree.
I would love to
Like,
be that tree. Just one lucky tree.
I just all my favorite freaking Together moments. Like, I don't get me wrong, love Bright and Win. I actually almost put Bright on this list. I considered putting Bright on this list, but Mike's just always outshining them for me. Like, that moment, I have it saved on my phone. That moment when Sarawat's trying to ask Tyne out and he can't get the words out, and Man and Boss are just in the background singing. Like, I
Man and
have that
Boss are the
scene saved on
kind
my
of guys
phone.
you want in your crew.
100%. I freaking love them, and they could not have picked better actors for either of them. I'm convinced.
Oh my god, we both placed him at number three. That is so hilarious.
That's great.
This is going over here. We're doing decently good at this. So, Bree said her number three. I don't have like I don't have to say my number three because it's her number three. But also, my number two, we're not going to go that deep into, so I'll say it right now. Number two for me was Perth.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay.
For the
So
same
let's.
reasons you said, like he worked the hell out of King. I mean Ram. He worked the hell out of
I
being Ram.
mean,
But no, I mean King too. That kiss was
season
everything.
two. Season two.
He played. We already went over this. The man is great.
Yeah. That's interesting though. I didn't think you would have him so high on your list. So now that we had gotten this far in the list, I didn't think he would be on there. And it's interesting too because you said to me before we started this that you had a feeling we would have a very similar list. And I'm like, nah, I don't think it'll be that similar.
Oh.
Well, I don't know why I doubted at this point. That's funny.
he's so he's so good. But okay, that leaves this as the last edge piece then, right? That's not the edge. That's the edge.
So my number two, I wouldn't say it's surprising, but it kind of surprised me that I was putting him as number two, just because I feel like he's one that we talk less about. But it's Off, who played Kai in Theory of Love. And I let myself get away with this one because Mike played it together. So technically, he and Off overlap, but I'm not strictly picking two people from the same series. That's how I broke my own rule.
I don't like Kai at all. Like him more than third.
For me, it was, I
The
mean, again,
character, not the actor, by the way.
yeah, for
Okay.
me, it was like, again, his character was extremely irritating at times for obvious reasons. I mean, if you watch the show, you know. But the fact that he managed to deliver a character that was so despicable in the beginning of the show but by the end of it, even if you didn't like Kai, you felt so bad for him. Like, you wanted this dude to catch a break. And like that takes talent to me. That I have to commend that. Like he made me go from being like, why are you hung up on this douchebag? To being like, oh my god, Kai, please move on. I don't want to see you cry.
That piece was upside down this whole time, and it like infuriated, and it made my blood boil so hard that I could not figure out Drake's main zipper, and oh god, I think it. Okay, sorry. I heard what you said though. Oh god, I'm not gonna want to do Frank's jacket at
I
all.
know, I've been avoiding that too.
Oh
Here,
my
we'll do
god,
a,
it's like
we'll do a
Ram's
button.
tie.
There's always one.
But yeah, I wouldn't put him on my list, but I see why you did though.
Mm.
Oh my god, and the whole scene about him at the train station and everything, he really did. Oh god.
The desperation in his freaking voice and his eyes when he's like trying to, make sense of the whole thing. And he's like, we can get another train. It's fine. It's fine. And I'm like, my heart. They all forgot about you. You can't have had it coming, but I'm so sorry.
You brought this on yourself, but oh my god, I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah. It that
Up here, Bri, up here.
that made me feel some type of way. And he just I feel like he's a very commendable actor for being able to turn things around that way.
So effortlessly too.
Very much so. I mean, I remember us having a whole discussion where it was like, why do people keep telling us to watch it? Everyone keeps saying that we're gonna
We're gonna
change our
like
minds
him, and
about
like,
Kai.
screw that. We're team third all the way. Halfway in that series. Fuck you, third. Look what you're doing to Kai.
So yeah, that's how he ended up being my number two.
I'm going to sit here and say, before we say our number ones, we should have a few honorable mentions
That's fair.
because I feel like our number one is going to be the same. Even with
I
Daddy
don't.
like the decade out here, we're. I,
It's either gonna be the same or very similar.
so my first honorable mention would have to all be Gunn from Theory of Love. He playing third was the same thing as playing Kai. Like first you're starting off rooting for third, and then you're like third. You are such a fuck. You need to stop. And I'm
Yeah.
not just talking about stop crying in the shower with the water bottle. That it's kind of weird, but third. I mean, Gunn is one, and I know he's in a few other shows that we are going to watch. But so far,
Naturally.
all rewatched from him was Theory of Love, and Team Me Too. Is this over here? This is over here somewhere.
I think so. Does it go there? Yes. Maybe.
Hold on. What is? Wait. Okay, no, this. We're working on it. So like, we know he's in other shows. I don't know. I don't know about this. We're gonna
My God.
put this on the back
We're
burner.
so dyslexic. It took me this long to realize that says our sky.
It does? Oh shit! It does. Well, see, that should make this a little bit easier.
That's what I was just thinking. Sorry, neither of us are great with cursive. We learning disabilities. Anyway, carry
Not to
on.
mention, just as before, it's 4 in the morning. We
That
need to start
too.
recording this at a real hour. But you know, okay, that definitely goes there. I'm kicking you out.
You've been voted off the island. Yeah, no, I completely agree with that though. He's a fantastic actor and he cries so pretty.
He does. He's not an
He is.
ugly crier. He doesn't do the full snot thing, but like,
It hurts though. It hurts
it
something
does.
fierce.
He's an emotional crier. I'm done with our
Mhm.
sky right now, honestly. Y'all can have the sky. I'm about to do the damn jacket. I'm going back to Drake.
Ooh, what other honorable mentions? Oh, honorable mention to Korn from Until We Meet Again. Again, another actor who is kind of a veteran, but we have not watched much of his stuff yet. But he is also, I would also put him in the range of subtle actors. Korn was a very reserved character, much like Dean was, but
Dean
he
had more
really,
time to shine compared to Corn.
yeah, and he hit it home. He hit the ball out of the park. His scenes with his family, it I mean,
That
we
opening
both know
scene,
how we were crying.
that opening scene of Until We Meet Again,
Yeah. Yeah.
it should be illegal to make me cry that hard.
And honestly, and that scene with them on the beach when like he's finally letting himself be vulnerable, it just was delivered so beautifully. So honorable shout out to him, honestly.
Also, to In Touch too, because they're both so fucking good. Should I go here? Yes.
Yes.
Um, yeah, both Corn and In Touch were great, 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 great. But
And this is what I mean about if I hadn't put that rule in place, this whole cast list would just be Until We Meet Again for me.
but since we're talking about Until We Meet Again, number one for me is Fluke.
It almost was for me. It
Okay, this is this
almost was.
right? Hold on. No, this
Something
can't.
looks off, but I can't figure out what. I think this has to be wrong because the shading doesn't look right.
Oh, the shade of it. Anyway, Fluke is one of those actors that okay, we first seen Fluke in Until We Meet Again. And then we ended up watching a movie. Like I ended up finding a movie that he was in, and oh my god, that boy can act.
To
God,
say the absolute least.
oh my god, Fluke is amazing. I I I I words can't explain like why he is so great at everything. That's not right.
And I completely 100% agree. I had him on my number one for quite some time. But also, this is the reason why I said it's either going to be the same or extremely similar, because the only reason I replaced him is because I decided that Earth, who played In Touch,
Chelsea.
has a slight edge on him. That's the only reason Fluke got kicked off. Otherwise, he would be top tier easily.
How? Okay, I love Earth. Don't. Oh my God, husband right there for me. What made you put him
Delicious.
over Fluke?
Um, for me, I don't know. Fluke has a large range of acting ability. Oh god, when he cries, I want to kill everybody. And anybody that hurts him, I just want to fight the world.
Those
And
scenes when he
he
would like break down until meet again. Anyway, go.
oh
Sorry,
god,
I'm about
the
to.
the the bashfulness as he's falling for Dean and like his past trauma, he acts it all out so perfectly. But for me, I think the thing that really gave Earth the edge for me was just there's so much realism to Earth's acting. And like Fluke, there is for Fluke too, don't get me wrong, but For Fluke, it's like when he delivered it, I felt the character's pain. When Earth delivered it, I kind of forgot he was a character.
But see,
Does
and
that make
that's
sense?
exactly how
Like,
I felt about Fluke.
that's fair. That's fair. I think about that first scene and until we meet again and like him hugging Corn's body, and I can't. Like, it sticks with me too hard. And like, God bless Fluke. He delivers it so perfectly. And like I said, so much realism on his part as well. I just feel like there's that slight, slight margin of an edge that Earth has.
Is this right? That doesn't look right. But
It
it does.
probably isn't right.
But it doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's that piece that you're holding
Oh my
definitely isn't
god, my
right.
game is glitching where like every time I pick it up, it just shows me the AZZ thing. I don't know how long this has been happening, but I just realized, oh god, that's not right either. That's definitely right. Yeah. That's definitely wrong. Oh my god, okay. So, to reiterate, my top list was Fluke number one, Perth number two, Mike number three, his name, I forgot his name again. Book number four, and JJ number
Tui, I
five.
believe.
Yeah, Tui.
Mine was Earth was number one. Off was number two. Mike was also number three. Perth for number four, and Tay for number five.
Okay, this doesn't look right.
Yeah. I can't figure out his buttons for the life of me.
God, this is like so. This is a tragedy. Go back to Drake. Have fun with that. Um, but yeah, and of course, our list is just our list, our opinions. We're not throwing any shade to any of the actors we've seen because like they're all good actors from everything we've seen so far. Like it hurt me to not put Fiat on this list. Fiat
I
was,
need to see more of him.
oh my god, Fiat is my baby right now.
I definitely need to see more of him. I haven't seen a whole lot of his acting to judge him.
My gear, your gown, Bree. Fiat.
I
God.
will watch that sooner or later. I will.
Sooner. We will watch it sooner. We're almost done with Slam Dance.
Finally.
Now, this. It didn't take us long to do this video as I thought it would. So we're gonna, we. It's only been 43 minutes, but it seemed like a while now that I said it out loud. But I do want to ask you this, Bri. I kind of just want to throw this in there as like a surprise question for you.
Ooh.
Your top three most attractive actors in your opinion. Who do you find to be the most attractive?
Oh, the pressure.
Drake is not on this list because seriously, God.
I'm gonna flip this puzzle. No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Barring Drake, okay. Number one, I, 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 oh, Dean is a god to me. I'm sorry. I just,
What you apologizing for?
oh,
Dear to God.
Number two, okay, see, here's where it gets tricky though, right? Are we talking strictly actors, or can it be actors of certain characters?
Strictly actors.
Oof.
So sorry, Pete.
Yeah, shout out to Tay. I don't find, not that he's unattractive, but he is not personally appealing to me in everyday life. But as Pete, though, oh God, there's something about that man.
The
Oh
sexiness.
man. Um. Hmm.
I promise y'all, one day we'll finish a puzzle. I don't think today gonna be the day because our sky and fucking weird tweeted jacket. I don't know.
It does look like Tweet, actually. That makes me uncomfortable. God, I don't know. I think you've stumped me with that. Oh, I don't like this.
My list has been relatively easy for me because I have a I when it comes to my attraction to men, I like men and women. Shocker. But my attraction to men, I have a lot of different types. Like I like thin dudes, heavy dudes, certain hairy guys, not a lot of hairy guys, but certain hairy guys. But when it comes to all the actors we've seen so far, and Drake is my all-time number one, and JJ is my all-time number two. But those are too easy, so I cannot put them on this list. This list for me though, number one is Gunn. I like the whole time watching him as third, even though like some scenes I'm like, third, you're pissing me off and I really want to punch you, but after that we need to make out. Number two, who played Frame in Make It Right. Never mad at him, constantly drooling over him. Like that whole time we were watching Make It Right, I feel like the only thing I said during that show was, "Where's Frame?" Whenever he wasn't in Frame.
100%.
Fuse, cool. T, I love you. Where's Frame? Why is this show not called Frame and Friends?
Anyway.
Even when I
No,
thought he was
I
a
agree.
prostitute. Where's Frame?
We were so convinced.
we really, really, really were. And number three, gonna throw it for a little loop here because he is in the same show, but it's not the character I think Bri is thinking of. Book's dad was a fucking stud, okay? Book's dad could get it on so
I
many
agree.
levels. It's unimaginable.
I will put him on my list as well. There was something special about that man.
For somebody who was not there but for one episode, I'm like, excuse me, who are you? What is your name? What is your phone number? And can I get you divorced in time to meet me up tonight? Like, I just couldn't with it.
That was wild. I think that threw everyone for a loop. I remember showing him to Sierra, and even she was like, "Excuse me?"
What in the holy grace of God did you come from? All we need now is a show with him and Drake together. And I don't mean together as a couple, just like in the show together.
I think Mike would probably be on my list too, actually, which is funny because I don't typically like dudes that are that thin. I don't. I mean, granted, I don't like guys with abs either, and yet Am's right there on number one. But God, that face,
It's that
beautiful
chiseled
perfect
face.
face. Yes.
That face carved Mount Rushmore. Love
But
him.
Mike has that one specific feature that I am just a sucker for in guys, which is like, I am attracted to incredibly animated dudes. Animated and like sunshiny. Like,
You should meet
there
her
was an
boyfriend.
the ongoing joke when I started dating him in the first place was everyone was like, "Oh, Bri likes to date anime characters." Because I always end up going for the people who are super expressive and cartoony in real life. Like, Mike fits that to a T, so he's definitely on that list too. It's definitely and Mike, but I don't know who my third would be.
She was not expecting this question.
I wasn't at all. I wasn't
That's why
prepared.
when I told you make the list, I said we're not going just based on looks. I kind of just wanted to throw you at this at the last moment to see what you would say.
God, my heart. See, and we've had discussions about this in the past. There's such a big difference to me on being attractive as is and being attractive in character. That's such a big thing for me. So then it gets into like, now I gotta like separate the two and figure out.
This is our sky. Okay. This piece goes over here. Sorry. And this one goes over here. Sorry. Like fucking
Are there
trigger.
words over there?
No, but this piece is the same color as the R Sky words.
Okay, because my screen color is apparently up as high as possible because I do not see Drake's name on this puzzle at all. That's why I've been avoiding the white pieces because I don't know if there's letters on them or not.
Oh god.
I'm trying my best.
Uh, okay, I didn't mean to cut you off though.
Oh no, you good. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared at all. We've had discussions like this so many times and I still like I have to separate. Is this like am I attracted just attracted the character you play?
And honestly, for me, I'm surprised you didn't you didn't say Samantha, because your crush on her is hard.
You know what? Okay, you're completely right about that. If I could put actresses
You
as
can
well,
actors and
oh
actresses. I kind of do
yeah.
like both.
Now we're switching it up.
Uh oh.
Let's get Samantha in there. Who's that chick that played Kitty? She can go up in there too. Let's go.
Justice for Kitty.
Justice for Kitty. Give her a girlfriend. Make that girlfriend me, please. Yo, even Lele, like, come on
Oh
now.
my god, this is going to start another discussion. Lele, oh god, I miss you so much.
Oh god, best character, don't at me.
Lele, and how she said it every time. Lele.
Gotta go have dinner with my mom.
You and your mom were always eating.
Oh god, Samantha's for sure on that list, if I can include actresses as well, for sure. She was gorgeous. She is gorgeous. Manal was everything. Manal was like who I want to be in life. And look, I've said this to Mike. My type for women is do I want her or do I want to be her? And both Samantha and Manal fit into that category.
Samantha, come back.
Please, when are you doing something new? Actually, she was doing something new, wasn't she? She had that project coming out with I want to say Boone and Prem were in it too, and I think T from Make It Right. But I don't know what that was or like what happened to it. We gotta look this up. We gotta look this up so I can see my girlfriend again.
Look, I'll look anything up to see T for Make It Right again. He's another one who's just until they shaved his head, but like cute. What are you pinging?
I keep hitting the wrong button. It's dark in my room. Okay, it's like.
I just see this arrow over here, over here. Okay, Bri. You have any random questions you want to ask me?
Ooh, hold on. Add a list. I'm a very like practical person. By the way, I would love to know why I named this list solo. Like, I know I wrote it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why I titled this list solo in the save file.
You listening to Genie's shit from Blackpink?
Maybe. That could be. That could be. Let's see.
Somebody has a little bit. There's a little bit of blue on this part. Is this?
Okay. Top 3 worst characters.
Worst as in like actors, or worse as in I hate this character?
As in you hate this character.
Well, okay, I'm going to just eliminate these 2 characters right now, but In Touch and Corin's dad, fuck y'all. But we're not gonna put these on the list.
They don't even count as characters. Like, let's be honest.
Dang, worst characters. Oh my god, we were talking of Alex from Until We Meet Again.
Ooh, okay, fair. Justice for Dell as well. Yes. Let's just get that out there.
He was like, why even bother with him? No, once again, no shade to the actor, but that character you played was a bit of a piece of garbage trash.
To put it mildly.
Oh my god, you did most of the jacket. I'm so happy. Oh.
Been struggling with that. Oh my god, I hate that I didn't think to turn it around that way. I've been struggling with that piece for the past 15 minutes.
Okay, let's see, there was Alex. Okay, this is going to seem kind of out there considering who the actor was, but Mel from the first season of Together just could have just not existed. Yo, Mel was such like, and, oh, okay. Let us tell you a little story. Story time with Bri and Mike about meeting Drake Ledecky.
Oh, God.
We got into these dramas because Bri's PlayStation was down and she found it on Tumblr, together on Tumblr or something, and like when she got her PlayStation back, we would watch it over the phone and stuff together, right? And she's like, "Oh, this is the episode when they introduced this one character who's supposed to be so hot or whatever," and like it was Mill, and I'm like, that hair, those ears, those furry eyebrows, which is now everything I love about Drake. But like, Mill as a character wasn't Drake. Mill as a character was so boring. Which brings up to the next part.
And unlikable.
Fukang was boring too.
It was. His whole existence was just trying to get Mill to acknowledge
and
him.
It's not even that. It was like the fact, like, oh my god, okay, well, Sarawat, here's your brother. Okay, you're my brother. The next episode, I don't have a brother. We don't talk or anything. I don't know where he is. I don't really care. But then season 2, oh, Mill, you're dating my brother? And then season 2
like
came
Sarah
along,
Watt,
and I'm like, oh yeah, they are related, aren't they?
like Sarah Watt, your brother's crying in the bleachers. Sorry, I gotta go practice the Scrub song on guitar. Oh god. And to clarify, we did kind of like them a lot more in season 2. They were a lot more likable,
That's
and
why
it wasn't
specifically said season 1.
Yeah, I think their story. Granted, a lot of people like their story in season 1, so it's like no hate if
They
you
had a
shipped
story
it.
in season 1.
But a lot of people were into it. And if you like it, then you like it. That's your thing. But it wasn't my favorite subplot. It wasn't.
It just so like, oh my god, y'all, do better
That is
next
funny
time.
though. That is funny though.
And honestly, us not liking Mill in season 1 of Together kind of made us watch Cause You're My Boy.
That's true.
Just, and like even today, we see Drake and Frank together. Love them together. I want them to be together in real life. I'm not gonna yell at them if they don't. But like, we see them together. Y'all chemistry is everything. Y'all are so good together. Acting, friends, like everything. You're just perfect together. But then we go back and see Together, and like, why don't y'all have chemistry?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you both look like you'd rather be playing a game of Boggle than talking to each other?
I know what Boggle is.
You know what Boggle is?
I don't know what Boggle is.
Oh my god!
But I'm gonna agree.
Okay, so it's like a board, not a board game. It's like a little box thing, right? You shake the box, and like inside the box is a bunch of letters, and you got to make words out of those letters.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'd be into that.
Is. I have it on PlayStation. Okay.
Oh my god, I gotta get this. Okay. Anyway. I think another thing that I had a problem with Mill in Together's season 1 was I didn't see where he deserved Fukong at all. Like, he just wasn't likable. He had that weird hatred for Sarawat for the stupidest reason, and then he was all over Tyne, like, bro, back up. Tyne's clearly not interested. And he's completely disregarding Fukong, but at the same time, he's never like, hey, I don't like you like that. It's always just, maybe if I call you bro one more time, you'll get the hint. Like, nah, bro, be upfront. Be upfront.
He never even
Then
had
he's
anything
hurting
related to a
or a
redemption arc.
stalker. Yeah, he didn't earn him to me, and I think that really took me out of the ship. Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely up there on worst characters for me.
This video's gonna be longer than an hour because I'd be damned if we don't finish this fucking puzzle.
Special video.
Yeah, honestly, we're gonna.
We're so close.
Yeah, we are. Dang, what is a quickie topic we can cover in like 20 minutes?
Let's see.
Let's give out some love advice. Don't listen to me.
Best or worst theme song?
Slam Dance. Because I still don't know if it's one theme song or they change it every episode.
Oh, the worst. I'm assuming you mean for the worst.
Oh, yeah, did you say what's the worst? Oh, wait, oh my
Best
god.
or worst?
Where we fucked up an edge piece somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Oh, maybe I just fucked up this piece. No, that is definitely his hair. Okay, best theme song? Make It Right, season 1.
I agree. I have a soft spot for that theme song for reasons entirely unrelated to the theme song itself. We spent every episode of that, like, unable to skip the intro to the point where it gets stuck in our heads, but we didn't really know the words because we don't speak the language, so we were just going off of the subtitles, and I will just always remember. Yeah, I will just remember you trying to sing along to it in English, like, 'cause I know what true love is. Like, I have a soft spot for that theme song based on that alone.
We are not finishing this puzzle.
Oh, we were doing so
It opened
good.
up a whole new ball game when I realized this piece is not here.
Lord.
God dang it. It's not that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look for all these kind of pieces. All these pieces have hair. That sounded weird, but I'm sticking with it. No, this can't be right.
No! We're doing that thing now where I drop a piece and then it moves other pieces.
Oh my god. Oh, almost not. Okay,
I got an arm.
Another theme song that I loved a lot was "Cause You're My Boy." It just reminded me of Tony Hawk Pro Skater and like.
I agree.
Wait, Bri. There's another edge piece. Oh, okay, over here. I think. Oh, bitch just took it from me. No, see, it's this one. Don't take it from me. Okay. That goes there. Oh wait, no. See? See?
Oh my god.
You see?
Oh
No.
god. Is that right? I can't tell if
No.
that's right.
Okay. That looks better.
But yeah, it's definitely like that one. I feel like I like the Together theme song, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't remember it anymore. It's been a hot minute.
I don't remember the Together
that.
theme song.
I remember liking it though. I remember liking it.
Liking.
By the way, the movie comes out on June 4th, so get ready.
Oh, it does?
Mm-hmm. It is streaming to theaters, so I don't expect it to be on online right away, but I expect it to at least be online within the week.
Okay, Drake's zipper is wrong.
Ask me if I'm surprised.
Oh my god. OCD.
What are you hoping to see from the movie?
Ooh, a kiss.
Don't get me
hoping
started.
to see them actually do something with Mill and Fukong. Honestly.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh. Oh no, Mike, oh no.
See, that's what I was talking about. You know what? Okay,
No.
here. There.
We finished it.
Oh my god. What are we, okay, what are we missing?
I don't know.
But see, okay, this piece belongs here. Because Drake's hair.
Yeah. Oh god, this would be so much easier if I could see the...
Oh.
Oh my god, yes!
I mean, kind of yes, because this zipper piece right here is not like...
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's disappointing.
Just, let me see something real quick. Because I kind of just guessed these pieces over here. I don't know where the fuck these belong. You know what? We made it right.
That works.
Oh my god, we did it!
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Done.
sorry for the rambling for the past 20 minutes while we tried to figure this puzzle out, but honestly, it was low-key triggering.
Well, we accomplished it, and that is frankly all I care about.
Frankly.
Oh. I can't make a Drake pun. It's just not gonna work.
Here's a Drake pun.
Frankly, I'm gonna listen to some Drake.
No, we're not doing that. Okay. So, yeah, that's it for tonight. This episode's gonna come up late because we were supposed to be reporting Sunday. I wasn't feeling well, and then Bri got sick, and then I had to get my COVID shot today, and my arm's killing me. But
Hashtag both vaccinated. Woo!
yeah, now I can go anywhere in America with a face mask. Because I'm not. Wait, please wear your mask, people. But yeah. So happy we did this puzzle. But next week's topic has not been decided yet. Unless Bri wants to think of one right now, we will probably not talk about it until the episode goes up, and you'll know what it is as a surprise.
Indeed. Just like I got the surprise question today. Supper.
God, Drake is so cute. Okay, this is gonna like really end up just being a Drake appreciation video. So, thanks for coming.
Good night.
Wait.
Wait, you want to flip it?
Drake, no! Let me down! My mom's asleep. I need to be quiet. Okay.
Oh,
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
good night.
We'll see y'all next week for another episode of a hot mess of a conversation.
And hopefully a better puzzle.
That was a great puzzle. Good night. Bye.